Hello, my beautiful people from Untouchable Mama. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Please do not forget to subscribe and press the notification button. Thank you. One love. Bye-bye.
To all my Edo brothers, we need to work hard to change the systematic process by which we bring in leaders to represent and to work for us. That is the only way we can get it right. But the way we are going about it right now in the name of politics is never going to work for us. I want to use this medium to pass a quick message to our brothers and sisters in diaspora, those supporting immoral practices in our society. So many of you do complain, you can't come home, you can't come and invest at home. Why? Because the home is so riotic. Meanwhile, a lot of our brothers and sisters in diaspora are supporting most of these immoral practices that are really confronting us in the society today. I thought my master once told me that traveling is part of education. But a lot of our brothers are still wallowing in a very big illiteracy. The other day, some few numbers of young men in diaspora who are very responsible came together and they called me and said, "What do you think we can do about the court war going in Edo State?" I told them I've made my investigations that it is a very huge one, a very huge challenge for an individual, set of individuals to come together to say they want to solve. That it has gotten beyond that level. It is the responsibility of the government as we speak right now. It's not what you and I can come together to change. Because we're already with agendas to begin to go from street to street for sensitization. I told them, yes, sensitization will work. We could find another better way to pass it out to them. But to actually bring all these things down, it is the responsibility of the government. A lot of our brothers who are court members don't have job doing in Edo State. It's true. And now, how are some of our brothers who are also court members in diaspora supporting them? These people send them 50 euro. They send them 100 euro to take when there's nothing, Baba, they be now, get as it be for this side, they will send 50 euro. Without advising them to do the right thing. Sometimes they might even have guns to acquire. They will call these people. These people will send money for them to acquire those guns. Because when they come back from diaspora, these people will even go straight down to Lagos to wait for them as bodyguards, bring them to Edo State. Wherever the person goes, they will go with the person. Then after all set and done, when the person is about to go back to diaspora, some used clothes and shoes will not leave them behind for them. Without giving them the right advice or the right way they should go. Or invest on something or bring up an initiative that will change the modus of these people's operation in life. So it was very quizzical to us when we discovered that. Now again, the other day, I think early this year, a woman called me from Germany. "Oh, my son, how are you doing?" I said, "I'm fine, ma. I love what you'll be doing on social media. This and that, this and that. There's something I want you to do for me." I said, "What's that, man?" She began to bring up details on how she campaigned with His Excellency Norhonba Obaseki, the governor of Edo State, in the past election. How she came down from Germany with her husband. They went into the office of the governor. That was before he became a governor. They met with Adaso Shomole. She sent me all the details, the pictures and the videos and everything. She, even with all the calculations on how she spent money on that election, she sent everything to me, all the analysis. So at the time, she said she want me to come out on social media. Excuse me, it's not coronavirus. She said she want me to come out on social media to blow up all these things. So that when the video begin to go viral, the governor will get to see it, and his attention will not get towards her. He will not have to call her then to give her what she wants. That what about me? Don't I also want a government work and all that? I told her, "Madam, tell me what it is actually. Why did you support the campaign of the governor? He said she came down to support because she has made her money with her family, but to come down home to settle down is a problem because home is very chaotic. I say, oh, good. Within my mind, I said, so you guys knew. That's very good. And that she wanted an appointment, that you'll be giving escorts, even police to guide her in her house. You know, the Edo State is very chaotic, and she has a personal business she also wants to do too, while she's in government and she's having police escort. All she needed was just police escort, take her wherever she wants to go, bring her anytime she wants to come home. Her and her family. She wants to use money to buy security. What happens to the poor, she doesn't care. You see, she invested a very huge amount of money into politics. And at the end of it all, she got the unexpected. And I told her, for me, I can't come out on social media to begin to talk about these things and show people. The pictures I see on my phone as I talk to you, even our conversation. I said, madam, I can't do that. Yeah, don't worry, I will do you well, my son. I said, don't worry about that, madam. The only help I can do for you now is that I know of SA that is very close to the governor. I will send all these details to him. Probably he will relate them to the governor. Then whichever way you guys want to go about resolving it, you can go about it. You guys knew where you know where you met. I wasn't there from the beginning. She now said, okay, my son, no problem. So I sent all those things to the SA, and the SA told me, say, you see, my brother, that our people in diaspora have huge problems. That they will just stay in overseas, work all their life out, and all of a sudden they will not have any good thing to invest on. They'll say it's politics. They will just come home, put money into politics, and expect the money to come out immediately. That anyone that wants to invest in politics must know that that is such an investment that needs patience. That Norhonba said, Norhonba Secretary, as we speak today, has been working for years, and people have been working with him. So you cannot expect him to leave those people that have been loyal to him over the years, even while he was not yet a governor, to now put you in a position because you just came with money. There is no warrior you want to follow to war, to go and fight, that will not accept you. Because the warrior needs more warriors. So like as we are also going about it today, a lot of our brothers have started investing again. So many are investing to make sure that Obaseki must come back. So many are investing to make sure that Ize-Iyamu will come and replace him. We are not doing ourselves anything good. If we don't find a way to bring in leaders to represent us wisely, these people will keep playing on us. Because many of them see us as fools with the citizens. Okay, Adaso Shomole was asked the other day, now how are you going to present Ize-Iyamu to your people, the person you called a thief before? He said that one is not a problem. He knows how to go about it. He knows how to talk to his people. Because he is aware that a lot of his people, they are foolish. Someone you called a thief, now is not a saint. You see, another thing I want to talk about. I am not for Ize-Iyamu, I'm not for Obaseki. I'm not here to campaign for anybody. My own, I'm after the vulnerables, the poor masses. The other day, I don't know what Tony Kabaka did to the governor. The governor could dig deep to find out that Tony Kabaka built on government land, and he went and destroyed that building. A magnificent building. That building is not standing today. He could dig deep to that level. Now, the same Tony Kabaka said they were giving guns and dynamite to head Governor Obaseki into position. He had never shown any kind of concern over that statement to call on Commissioner of Police for them to get Tony Kabaka to explain that very statement very clearly. So if the governor is not concerned about that, that means the governor must know about what Tony Kabaka is talking about. He knows if he want to get down with Tony Kabaka will get to implicate him. Because if these people were supplied with guns and dynamite, these are just unlearned civilians who do not have right to ammunitions. Why the guns? Now, nobody cares about where to really find out who gave them these guns and what they use the guns for. And where are the guns right now? Now, the governor is standing so strong and tall to make sure that it comes back for the second tenure. These are selfish interests. You don't care about the vulnerables. You don't care about the poor masses. So if what Tony Kabaka had talked about is true, that means these guns are still in their possession. Then now you are about to leave them to go elsewhere to get what you want. That means you already know the strategy. You are also going to work the same way. Now if it happens that way, that means it's going to be a very great battle in Edo State. I want to say to Adaso Shomole, if any soul drops down during this process of election, the blood of that soul will be required in your hand. Godwin Obaseki, if any soul drops down during this course of election, the blood of that innocent soul will be required in your hand. You people should stop acting like agents of darkness and agents of Antichrist. You all are the same. You all are the same. Bunch of people who are so full of themselves, who do not care about the poor people. What happened to a common man in the society? You all should repent from your evil. Repent, because all these things we are fighting for, we are going nowhere with them. Let us help ourselves to make it right once and for all. We are rigmaroling, and yet we are still where we are. Look at the woman that invested money into politics. That woman wanted to buy me to fight Obaseki. I told her I'm not a politician. I'm not here to fight anybody. I'm not here to support anybody. Now she has bought somebody else because the person is jobless. And you need to see the way they are fighting Obaseki on social media. One biggest mistake Obaseki made was to have worked with political amateurs. The political amateurs that he gave entrance during the first campaign are the people haunting him today. Those who needed an immediate appointment and they were not given. Out of grievances, now they are fighting. They don't care about the poor masses because they feel they have little money. You can't buy me with 50 euro. You can't buy me with 100 euro. Now somebody else has been bought. Now the person is fighting tooth and nail. Doesn't care whether what he or she is doing is right or not. Let us try hard to make it work for us once and for all. This whole journey of rigmarole will never take us anywhere, will never help us. She needed just security to guard herself and her family. Whatever happened to the poor is not a problem. You people will come home, we will hear armed robbers came to rob you, we will hear they kidnapped you guys, we will be feeling pity for you all. But we never knew you people, most of the evils you've done is what is coming back to you people. There are a lot of responsible ones who come and who actually mean well for the states. But a lot of you are sponsoring evil. If you have made your money through a genuine miss, why do you need the governor? Why do you need to take an appointment with the government to get a protection, security for yourself? Politics, is it the only investment in Nigeria or in Edo State? There are other big investments you can put in your money and you get to help yourself and help the masses. Help the poor people. And now these whole people are fighting. Some people don't even understand. Many people are just going here and there anywhere belly face. It will never help us. If Ize Yamu comes in now, it will not change anything. He will just do one or two roads. Everybody say, hey, he's working. All of a sudden, they'll be packing money. There is a governor in a state that came in and he took his predecessor to court. Predecessor was arrested. So many properties he acquired with the state money were all seized. So is Obaseki going to tell us that all the practices of Adaso Shomole while was there, they are all right? Himself is doing. So he doesn't want to get on someone else so that they will also get on to his own. These people are the same people. So the problem is not the leaders. The problem is we, the masses. The moment we get wise to choose wisely, the leaders will not know how to treat us carefully. But this time around, they don't treat us carefully because they say they are foolish people. Don't worry, do anything you want to do, do it finish, we'll just do this one, do this one, do this one, we'll cover up everything. That is what they'll be doing all along. All along. So if you've been supporting, if you've been against, you need to sit down again and revisit your reasons, revisit your visions, revisit your decision. Why are you doing this? Is it for the betterment of the state? Is it for the betterment of the common people? How long are we going to continue this way?